This video is brought to you by Dr. Kristen R. Bromley's Guitar Method Book Series and Online Music Academy.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kristen Bromley. Welcome to my online academy. It's so great having you join me here in these online lessons. This is lesson 28 in this mini course that's all about flat picking. And this lesson and the next, we're wrapping up these several lessons I've had here on how to insert these bass note runs between the chord changes. And we're going to be doing that today with E and B7. So we haven't done those chords yet. It's going to be great. Let's go ahead and jump in. We'll continue to use bass down up, alternate bass down up in the strumming pattern. But we're going to be going between E and B7. So E and B7 is kind of an interesting one to go between. With the E chord going up to the B7, we have a couple different ways that we can approach the B7. I think my favorite is to approach it chromatically with the open A and then the A sharp up to the B. So the open 5th string, 1st fret of the 5th string up to that B, which is at the 2nd fret, and have that chord. So if I was going from E to B7, I could go up to B7, and I like that chromatic movement that uses the flatted 7th of B7 up to the natural 7, so there's our chromatic tone, and then up to the B, and I think that one works well. So I'm just gonna play B7 and approach it over and over. So you got B7, and then walking to B7, open 1st fret, 2nd fret. Like that one. Another way to approach that B7 chord that fits in the key of E, B7 is the 5 chord in E, would be to grab the G sharp on the 4th fret of the E, then grab that open A, which is that flatted 7th, then up to B. So G sharp A, B. So 4th fret on the 6th string, open 5th string, 2nd fret on the 5th string. So like we'd have B7. That one also works really well. Now you can approach it from above, though going there from an E chord would be a little unusual, but one that might be kind of fun would be C sharp, C natural to the B. Uses the chromaticism again of, in the case of the B, it'd be like step 2, flat 2 to the 1, so B7. Comparison to the E, that'd be like taking step 6, flatting the 6, and then going to the 5. So if we were to go from the E chord using these up to the B7, if we did that last one, I'd have 4, 3, 2 on that B string. So I'd have E, 4, 3, 2. Now if we did the ones below, I could start with the chromatic one, open 1st fret, 2nd fret on that 5th string, so E, out to B7. We'll do it again, E, up to B7. We're going to have E, up to B7. Now, if we have the 4th fret, if we use the one that's diatonic to the key of E, with the 4th fret, so the open A up to that E, so 4th fret on the 6th string, open 5th string up to that 2nd fret. We have that one too. I'll do that one more time. E, 4th fret, open B7. Works great. Now, how do we go to the E? Well, there's really only one way to walk down to that E, and that's on the 6th string to catch the 4th fret, 2nd fret, and then to that open E. So same thing we did when we were going from A to E7 actually in a previous lesson, in the last 2 lessons. So B7, 4, 2, open to the E. So B7, 4, 2, Alright, we'll practice these a little bit. I'm going to start off with that chromatic one. So the open 5th string, 1st fret, 2nd fret. I'm going to start with that one because I think it's probably the easiest. And it sounds great. up to B7, and back to E, up to B7, 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 back to E. So when you want to throw an ending on, especially when we get into the song, you have E, B7, E. You can just do that. It works great. Now, that's the one I'll probably use with the chord progression, but let's practice a couple of these others. So we've got the 4th fret to the open 5th string, 4th fret on the 6th string to the open 5th string up to that B7. So we use that one. So you got 1, 2, ready, and we got the E, 4th fret, B7. See, that one works great too. So either one of those, you can pick either one. They're interchangeable, kind of fun. We can also do that one from above. Just try that one out. So you got E, 4, 3, 2 is how we're going to do that. Back to E. That one in as well if you'd like to. Okay, so the chord progression I have up here on the board goes to Polly Wolly Doodle. Down in the description below, there's a link. You can download a free copy of the sheet music in PDF format, so you can grab that. I also have the chord progression up here on the board. We got 3 measures of E, so we're going to insert that strumming pattern 3 times. But on that measure that happens just before the new chord, on beats 3 and 4, we'll insert one of those walks. You can pick which one. I'm going to use the open 1st fret, 2nd. Most of the time I may throw another one in, but that's probably the one I'll be using. I think it's the easiest one for you to use first. So you got B7 then, and I'm going to do 3 more measures of B7 when we get to the 2nd line. On that 3rd beat and 4th beat of B7 that happens right here, right before we go back to E, I will insert the walk back to E. And then we repeat this. This song uses the same chord progression for the second half of the song. So we do 3 more measures of E, and then 4 more measures of B7, and we end on E. Let's go ahead and try it. Oh, I went down south. So you're going to have about here. We'll try it here. 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3. Oh, I went down south for to see my Sal, singing Polly Wolly Doodle all the day. Oh, my Sally is a spunky gal, singing Polly Wolly Doodle all the day. Very well, very well, very well, my very fair. For I'm going to Louisiana for to see my Susiana, singing Polly Wolly Doodle all the day. Super fun. Okay, I'm going to take it a little bit faster. Try it there. 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3. Oh, I went down south for to see my Sal, singing Polly Wolly Doodle all the day. Oh, my Sally is a spunky gal, singing Polly Wolly Doodle all the day. Very well, very well, very well, my very fake. I'm going to Louisiana for to see my Susiana, singing Polly Wolly Doodle all the day. And I could try it even faster if I've got that wrist action. The faster you go, as you want to relax the right hand, and it gets a lot in the wrist. Just nice and relaxed and let it fly. The wider the strumming, the harder it is to go fast because there's all this extra space that's not needed. So 1, 2, 1, 2, oh 1, 2, 3. Oh, I went down south to see my side, singing probably what I do all the day. And my Sally is a spunky gal, singing probably what I do all the day. Really well, really well, really well, my fairy fae. Going to Louisiana, to see my Susanna, singing probably what I do all the day. Super fun, a little bit challenging to say those words that fast. All right, I hope you're having fun. In the next lesson, we're going to do E, A, and B7. And that's the last lesson that we're inserting these bass notes, and then we're going to be moving on to some of the other things that are part of the flat picking style. So it's going to be great. Hope you're having a blast, and I'll see you next time. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. For more in-depth lessons and to progress through a free guitar course, check out my Guitar 101 series on YouTube and my guitar method books, which all come with access to hours of in-depth video lessons. You can find more information about me and my products at KristenBromley.com. Take care.